Well, hello there, and welcome to another video by Football's Best. I hope you enjoy.
Before we get into the video, I would like to announce that I will be giving away a brand new phone case of your choice from athleticcases.com to the first comment on every video of mine from here on out. So yes, if you are listening to this now and the video was just published moments ago, you better use those thumbs quickly. So in the future, if you want to win one of those beautiful cases, then be sure to hit that bell button so you can be the first comment on the video. And a huge thank you to Athletic Cases for allowing me to give away one of their cases. If you would like to buy one of their cases, use my code BEST to get 10% off your order. And now for the next order of business. The Madden 19 giveaway is almost over, but there's still time to enter. To enter, all you have to do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed to me, and finally, leave a comment below when you are done with all the above steps. And I forgot to mention this in the last video, but it's worth me mentioning, so be sure to listen up right here. You can actually also enter for the Madden 19 giveaway on my Instagram account, in addition to the YouTube entries. I count them all. To enter on Instagram, all you have to do is follow me and leave a comment on any of my posts. Oh yeah, and just so you know, I hate the long intros as much as you do, but I can't put this stuff in the end because most everyone leaves the video by the end. Now for the video. If I had to bet, I would say that you have probably noticed that these two logos are identical, but have you ever asked the question of who created the first logo? Before I answer that one, let's take a look at the two logos. I already know that some people are going to say, oh no, Georgia and Green Bay's logos aren't identical, they have different dimensions, and yes, those people would be right, but do you think you can tell the difference between the two logos? Well, of course you can, but let's get freaky and turn the lights off. Now can you tell the difference between the Georgia and Green Bay logo? And all of a sudden, you don't know which one is which. I go to Ole Miss and have a few friends from Georgia that grew up Georgia fans, and they got this one wrong. So I'm not even going to put a poll up because I know all of y'all are about to get it wrong, and then you're going to go back and change your answer to say you were right. So this is the part where I tell you which one is which. Boom, told you got it wrong. Well, if everyone took a guess, half of you would have gotten it right. So obviously not everyone got it wrong, but you get the idea. And for those of you that got it wrong and are convinced that I switched the logos or something, here's what they look like with the lights on. If you look closely, Green Bay's logo is taller than the Georgia logo. Also, if you look closely or just stare at the G for like 2 hours like I've been, you might notice that they also look like a power button on the Xbox 360, but that might just be me. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Isn't it weird how despite being nearly identical logos, each one of these still conjure up different sets of emotions? Let me explain that. Imagine this, you are born in the cheese capital of the United States, and there's nothing you love more than Green Bay football and a big block of Swiss cheese. You decide to go to college at the University of Auburn because you hate the cold and love losing to Alabama every year. Every Auburn fan or student would hate Georgia football. Now, on one hand, you have so much love for this big G logo, but when you change the color of that logo to be black, white, and red, all of a sudden you hate the G logo. So you basically hate your favorite logo? It's a bit of a Logoception if you ask me. So who created the G logo first, Green Bay or Georgia? Oh wait, is that a plot twist coming there? Another team with the same G logo? Yes, there is another team, Grambling State, but they were the last of the three to use the logo, so let's not talk about them again. Ever again, actually. Anyways, in 1961, head coach Vince Lombardi asked Packard's equipment manager George Brashear, by the way, his nickname was Dad for some reason, to design the team a logo. He came up with the original Packard's football-shaped G logo. The G stood for Green Bay, although multiple sources have incorrectly reported that it stood for greatness. In 1964, the Georgia football coach, Vince Dooley, liked the way the Packers' helmets looked and thought it would work well for his team. Prior to 1964, Georgia had worn plain silver helmets. Georgia tweaked the logo slightly, making it shorter vertically and adding a colored stroke on the outside. The Packers granted Georgia permission to use the logo since they were so similar. And this relates back to the NFL and their fair use of logo policy. I've actually already covered this topic in a different video, but I bet you don't want to watch that video, so I'll just give you a pretty basic summary of it. The NFL actually gives anyone free access to use their logos, as long as it is for a non-profit purpose. For example, if I had to bet, there is probably a Pee Wee football league in your own town. And in that league, instead of letting the kids name their own team name, like the Purple Octopuses or something that kids would come up with, it would be hard to find a logo for the Purple Octopuses. So they just assign each team an NFL team's name, and they get a helmet sticker off of Amazon. They can do this because the NFL allows this type of use of their logos, but Georgia actually profits off of the logo. Well, the university, which is a non-profit, profits from the logo through licensing and merchandising. So Georgia actually had to get permission from the logo owner, Green Bay. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a good financial decision for Green Bay to let Georgia essentially steal their logo, because Georgia has made so much money off of it, but Green Bay doesn't really care about money. Green Bay, like Georgia, is actually a non-profit, meaning there is no owner or owners that directly profit from the team. Oh yeah, speaking of owner, who is even the owner of the Packers? Well, technically, there isn't one owner, rather a board of directors that serves the executive position of owner. Green Bay is actually publicly owned, and to be precise, they are the only publicly owned non-profit NFL team, and for that, I like them a little bit more. Anyways, there's a bunch of weird stuff about the Packers, but I really want to save the rest for another video sometime in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. On that note, I think it is safe to wrap up the video. If you have not already, be sure to join my Discord server because that is what cool people do. Also, follow my Twitter. I only have like 20 followers, but my Twitter sucks too, so I understand if you don't want to do that. No hard feelings. Anyways, thanks for watching the video all the way through. Hopefully I will catch you in the next one.
Drew Brees has handpicked this video and thinks you should watch it here. Juju Smith thinks you should support the channel by clicking here. Otherwise, watch my last episode right in the middle of your screen.
Toasted up, now I ain't host. Kush all in my lap because he